Hey there! Back at it again with another one of these videos. Today I'm trying something a little different. One of my bigger fans has requested I make a very specific piece of art for today, so we are giving it a shot. I don't know how many people know this about me, but I actually play a game, or some could say, live a lifestyle that goes by the name of Ingress. I'm slightly less involved in it these days, playing more for the people within the game than for the actual gameplay itself. But Ingress is, in a brief summary, this virtual interactive alter reality that operates through an app you can install on most cell phones today. You have to walk around visiting certain points on a map, collect gear, and establish dominance and ownership over these points, called portals. There's also a very real teamwork aspect and coordination parts to it, which often involves people setting up communities, making lifelong friends, and in more cases than we'd all like to admit, often takes over different aspects of our lives. For anyone in the know, Ingress is actually run by the same company that launched Pokemon Go. Niantic, the creators of both games, often faces a lot of flack and controversy for their perceived poor handling and management over some aspects of their games. Now note I'm saying some. I wish not to rag on Niantic in general, but assumptions over understaffing and aspects of poor prioritising has recently resulted in consequences far from optimal, shall we say. For the larger part though, Ingress is a valuable resource of a wide range of different peoples, their families, their friends and associates that often get dragged into the shared community space. Populated by mostly more tech-minded people and also the introverted, I personally have found it really good when making connections and working towards a common goal, on the grounds of we are all working together to achieve XYZ, which means that since everyone is trying to work together to get to the same place, there is less awkward small talk going around and more organising straight to the point, which often means easier social interactions given that a lot of the pressure has now been taken off things. Again, this has all been my personal circumstance and is no way engraved in stone for every single interaction one might expect. So now you know exactly what this piece of art has been inspired for. I've tried to come at it from a slightly more symbolic view, given that the request was of a more promotional nature, in the light of a soon-to-be happening official research event held within the realms of this environment. And yes, that's something else I appreciate about Ingress. Despite everything else that goes on within and around the game, Niantic creates official events that people have to attend in person, which can often get you specific badges, experiences, as well as contributing towards the background storyline for those who specifically follow that. As you'll see this image develop, specifically New Zealanders may notice how I've included the Auckland skyline at the bottom of my piece. This is an indicative of where the upcoming event will be held, as well as the birdcage, which can be seen as an interpretation of where exactly within Auckland it will be held. I'm also making a point to include some Maori art and designs also, significant of the strong New Zealand air this all has, and especially that this will be the first specific event of its kind to hit New Zealand too. Usually something that only occurs within America. We hope that New Zealand will have enough of a success to continue further research events along this nature in future. The kia I've included are a nod to the diversity among factions we have within Ingress. I may not have rendered them the best, especially as they look to me a little like spectres disappearing off into the night, but Ingress consists of two opposing teams, Resistance and Enlightened. Each team has their own colour, Resistance being blue and Enlightened being green. You can probably pick up which faction I personally represent, given the majority of individual colours and shades being used within this art. Wanting to have a representative of both factions, I've gone with the kia because New Zealand Enlightened have chosen that bird as their own personal mascot. New Zealand Resistance, as well as just international resistance in general, are often nicknamed Smurfs due to the description being little blue people. As a resistance agent, I am of course hoping for a great blue moon overshadowing the event. You can really tell my bias coming through, can't you? Amongst the brief description I've given of what's going to be going on, the random fan art I've been making, as well as what's hopefully coming across as an air of mystery and intrigue, I really encourage viewers to take a deeper look into what Ingress really is, as well as current agents to take a deeper step back into the community. Ingress is, at its core, something that functions so well because of the people, and we all hope you can be potentially involved in the further shaping of that. Until next time, ciao!